Alright, welcome back, ladies and gents, to another gaming stream. Again, I'll be taking a bit to. I'm gonna take a bit to, send out the notifications. Alright, then. Notifications have been sent out. Let's go to adventure and resume with. Okay. Onigiri. Be clean. Not three to clean. Okay, show me. Nice.
I wonder what's on the other side of the ocean.
It's sad that I had to hear that
I've
from
been
a
to the
kid.
outside world before.
No more dialogue for you two? That's really sad that you have to hear a kid say, I wonder what's on the other side of the ocean. Like, damn. This place really is restricted. Huh? Okay, I'm getting a bit of lag.
Naganohara's fireworks are the best of the Ame no Ma art is to have the patience to move mountains and unrelenting willpower.
Nice. Oh, this place is beautiful. Hey, puppy. This place is really beautiful.
Ooh, you restaurant?
Try some creative cooking.
Hello there. What a headache. Hi there. Is there anything you want? Well, Kamachi. Are you talking about Master Kamachi? What do you want from Joe's, Chisato's letter? He said this letter is from Hiraki Chisato. If this letter is really from Hiraki Chisato, excuse me, I think you should talk to Master Kamachi directly. He's been taking walks near the bridge recently. Damn, y'all are just more chill than people
This is the headquarters of the Tenryo Commission. Commoners are forbidden.
okay, wherever the hell that place I was just at on yesterday. I don't remember. Huh? Oh, you're Kamachi. You are? You're that traveler from abroad. What can I do for you? About Hiragi Chizato's letter. This letter? Did Miss Hiragi really ask you to deliver this letter to me? This handwriting. It really is her. Thank goodness. Thank you for making this trip, traveler. As for the travel permit, as it's as this Miss Hiragi's personal request, I will naturally see it through. However, I'll need some time to prepare. How about this? Can you wait for me at Himi Not Me restaurant? Or do you want me to go there? Well, I'm only a small favor from you. Recently, I was also thinking of sending something to Miss Hideki. Oh, please don't say I had to go back to that place. I wrote a letter and also requested Miss Himinami to make some treats for me. I was planning to send them together to Miss Hideki as a present. But if my father finds out about my plans, he might be upset. Just as I was pondering what to do, you showed up. It's only a present? Is your father very strict? It's only a present. Father doesn't want me to communicate with Miss Hideki. I understand this concerns. Understand his concerns. After all, I am a member of the Hujo clan and one of the enforcers of the Tenro Commission. Miss Hideki is the young lady of the Kanjo Commission's Hideki clan. If I were to get too close to her, it would be inevitable that someone might try to take advantage of our situation. Even though it is only a present in some people's eyes, it's a lot more than that. Heh. Let's not talk about these trivial matters. Traveler, please wait at the Himinami restaurant for me. After I approve the travel permit, I'll bring it to you. Alright. Welcome. I don't know what you're talking about. How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Hey! How you doing? Yes! Thank goodness I have waypoints over here, so I can most likely just teleport in whenever, I'm ready after the daily commissions. How far away is this? My hot damn.
Please speak to President Song. I'm just a helper.
Oh, you're that person. Hey, how are ya? Welcome, Himinami Restaurant. Welcome to Himinami Restaurant. About Kamaji's treats. Oh, I've already prepared the treats, Master Kamaji, or I'll bring them to you. So I'm curious about who Master Kamaji will give these treats to. It's nothing. It's nothing more than a public relation gesture, Miss Himinami. A while back, Hi- Mr. Hiragi, Shinsuke, presented my father with a batch of fine tea. My father knows that Mr. Hiraki's, excuse me, beloved daughter, Chisato, likes treats, so he told me to prepare some as a gift in return. Bro just lying through his teeth. I was worried that the delivery might take too long, and there might also be unavoidable bumps during the journey. So I specifically asked for the shovel to deliver them. Miss Miss Himinami, can I Miss Himinami, can I have a look at the treats, please? I want to I want to make sure I haven't missed anything. Hmm. Sure. There are here are the treats. Please take a look. Everything is there. Thank you, Miss Himinami. Let us move out of the way, traveler. I have a few more things to say to you. Alrighty then. This is the travel permit. Please take it. With this travel permit, you can freely enter and leave Rital. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, I don't like that place. Because they want to keep me there and stop me from my journey. It's fine. This permit will make your delivery a lot smoother. Also, here's a letter. Did you write this letter yourself? Yes, I tried to write this letter in a tactful manner. I hope Miss Hiragi won't be offended by it. Please deliver this letter and the treat to Miss Hiragi. Do we have to go back again? And, but this time you have the travel permit. You should be a lot more afraid than before. That's good to hear. I'll leave it to you, traveler. I need to go back and deal with official matters. Uh, when will I be able to go there myself?
President Sangha. Okay, okay.
Business trip?
Unrelenting patience and the willpower to move mountains.
Mr. of every kind can be found full of rare artifacts. And where there's of elemental flow and, and converge, they are said to be a sign of the favor. Actually, what if the seven are actually people of people of the city I've been to, they gain so much other elemental power and just try to take on the city, try to control it for themselves. Wouldn't that be possible? And the only reason why only reason why the Abyss Order is trying to take over is such a event so then they can have a chance on taking down these all powerful um citizens that take down their own people that took over their land. Seagrass. Hey, yo, you have no choice but to let me in. I wonder why he's not even complaining. Trevor, you've returned. I guess you've delivered my letter to Kamaji. Did you manage to get the travel permit? Yes, I have. Said, thank you. I don't have. You don't have to thank me. You should be thanking Kamaji instead. And what's this? Jason and Hammer from Kamaji. What is his request? These tricolor dingo. He prepared them for me. Thank you, traveler. I'll make sure to savor these treats as this letter. For this letter, I'll read it with great care. Thank you for the hard work. Please accept these items as thanks for your help. Who knows, I might need your help again in the future as well. Always happy to help you, Hideki and that guy that was helping before.
Gotta sign this task.
God damn. Well, this is gonna be a long teleportation. Sit back, relax, and yeah. Let me actually look over these. Yeah, I'm literally nearby this one.
Freeze! Don't get frostbite.
Let's dance.
With the wind!
I'm really sorry, Abyss Mage. I really didn't want to do that. I really hate how at this point they're making me fight the Abyss Mages, even though I know that they're the people of my, of where I used to live. Like, you're having me help strangers of a foreign land against people I know long ago. I'm doing great, and, I'm doing good as well. What I found out is that basically the Abyss Mages are actually people from the land I used to live at before I got dragged into this world. And basically, people here want me to fight my old people. It just feels absolutely wrong. Is it wrong for me to not want to fight the people I used to, live with? Or is it better off if I do fight them for the sake of the people of this new world? If this even is a new world. Because again, like I said, all the seven archons could be just seven people from the civilization before who took advantage of the elements of power that almost no one was using. And then, basically, once they got control over the power, they were giving out visions to people they choose as, worthy of it. Only for them to worship them. I think there's something wrong with Venti, Rex, and the others. Something we have to get down to. True, but what do you mean? If it's a spoiler, don't say anything. I'd rather just learn it by myself. If it's not a spoiler, then go ahead. I'm all ears.
Let the show begin.
Dodge this! Freeze! Windblade!
By royal decree, wings of darkness, come, sever night from day.
Let's dance.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Well, that was easy. What are you playing? Genshin on like a tab? I'm playing on a computer. You see this cursor? Like, do you notice this cursor? That mostly says like laptop or computer, and I can already tell you right now, I'm on a computer. Hello there. What are we gonna do? Adeline is really gonna figure out what's up. So Adeline asked us to try. Oh, I already know what this is gonna be. Allow me. It's basically like, yeah, please help us clean up the winery of Deluxe. I got lucky that I even do stuff for y'all, so then I can get closer to finding out the truth. Oh, it's outside. My mistake.
A reward on the road. Windblade!
Here we go. How's it going? Every last one. Oh my gosh, thank you. Traveler, you're the best person ever. Thanks. No, you're welcome. You very much. You're so welcome. I mean, thank you very much. You're very welcome. Oh, come on. Oh, damn.
I'll protect him.
Cool it! Disappear! Windblade! Freeze!
What if Deluxe is actually a secret agent for the, 7?
Let the show begin.
Oh, so. Catch this.
I'll protect us.
Cool it. Wind blade.
Done and done. Gonna do a bit of trimming here. There we go. Add extra applesauce. Thank you very much. Yep. Yep. None worthwhile. Add extra applesauce. Thank you very much.
Add
extra
extra
applesauce.
applesauce. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
My strength still fails.
Alright, let me buy all your weaponry.
Take your pick. Find no
Alrighty then. Now to refresh how much food I have. Can I get some food? Now for you.
Welcome. How can I help you?
There we go.
I guess I'll post an...
Go all the way to Leo so I can get all their food. Hello there. I'm buy your whole inventory. I wonder if there's like new recipes inside of Inazuma. Hello there. I will buy everything you have.
Get it while it's hot.
Oh. There we go. I just love buying all their inventories. Wait, what? Restores 100 health. Restores 100 health. Restores 550. Restores 550. Interesting. Good question. Is that like all the food vendors I can buy from in Liu?
Try something new at the Ramen restaurant.
Maybe. Alright, back to Inazuma. The land separated from the rest. But it's so small as well. My dear God. Alright, long teleportation. Ugh. Excuse me. So your wishes. Wait, am I going back? I am. Might as well take that. Come on. Excuse me. Hello there.
According to the letter, this should be the place.
Sorry, we
Interesting.
don't serve the general public. I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
What?
Wait, we're not the general public.
Yeah, we're not.
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck into the nation, judging by your attire.
Alright.
Well, you're not wrong.
Oh, what
Here's our letter of
I have
inv-
to say is,
The
Good luck,
Yashiro
man.
Commission's seal. This must be from Mr. Toma. It seems
Yes.
there's more to you than meets the eye. In
Yeah,
which case, welcome
that's
to the
humor.
Komore Tea House, a safe haven for the Yashiro Commission.
Well, that sounds more like it.
Come on, cut your ego down a bit.
Well, now that we're here, where's Toma?
Why are you asking me?
Paimon doesn't see him anywhere. Do you think he forgot his promise to meet us?
No.
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
What?
I kind of suspected him to be the dog.
Relax. No need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form?
So, you're a dog?
Huh. So you didn't see anything like this when you were in Liyue Harbor?
No.
Ah, now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the ordinary.
But... Oh yeah! That snake, that talking snake. It still doesn't really add up. I know a dog when I see one.
Alright. I've had my fun.
Oh, you sack of crud.
You're this close to getting an ugly nickname, mister.
Shut it, Paimon.
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long, as was the case
shut
with
it.
Vopro. So I came up with this little fun greeting for when you arrived. But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through earlier, though it was quite necessary. It helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Miss Kamisato, and whether you had the courage to face the lightning alongside us.
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you just because you're getting all serious now.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies.
So how do we do in our test?
Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the very beginning, haven't you? Naturally, this is due
Kind of.
to your unwavering and resolute determination. A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same. But when the lightning struck...
You mean, Kazuha's friend?
Ah, so you've heard of his story.
Yeah.
His light still burns all the more brightly.
So what would be allowed to me on Shirasagi Himejimi?
Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato residence where the Yashiro Commission is located. But before that, there is one other place I was hoping you both would accompany me to.
Oh? Where?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now, but you can already see it from practically anywhere on Narukami Island.
Don't you mean like Statue of the Seven? Oh. Ha. Yeah. Hey, Sai. Have I seen her before?
they don't come here often, do they?
Maybe not.
Are Paimon's eyes playing tricks? Or are there things embedded in the statue?
Visions.
What?
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt decree are put into the statue?
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt decree.
Why did the Shogun issue the Vision Hunt decree?
Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, and Liyue is the city of contracts.
True.
As for Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity. The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity. The Eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma. As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs and the Sakoku Decree to limit the people's movement. The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without disturbing it for all time.
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt decree, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such instability to exist. Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryou Commission to scour the nation for visions, embedding each one in this statue. And this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
But
Interesting.
if that's the case, wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is being, I don't know, selfish?
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out so directly against the Raiden Shogun. And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt decree is something that simply should not exist. And Miss Kamisato has been committed to fighting it since the day it was announced.
Huh?
What was that?
Hey, are you okay? You look like your mind is elsewhere.
What was that? Sound just...
Sound? What sound? I didn't hear anything. Did something happen?
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then what?
I hear the sound of people's aspirations.
Aspirations? That would seem to confirm the saying. Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. That is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition. So if what you just said is true, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined.
So a vision symbolizes ambition and not power.
Alright, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Finally!
Future.
That actually makes sense. Why else would a god get power and to give it to you when one of your emotions are at its peak? When the ambition and determination inside someone reaches max, they are given power because of that. Power that gets them to focus on their determination has them made into puppets for gods. I would say revelation, but then again, I don't know what that means. I've only heard the word before. And kind of in context. Oh, come on! Looks like I'm gonna go running around to the waypoints. That's a samurai. One thing I thought before is, would someone get power from an Archon depending on what nation they're in? But then again, that samurai guy that used to be here had a wind Archon. So does it all depend in the end on which Archon favors you at the moment to give you power? It's quite strange. How Monster is the city of freedom, Leo is the city of contract, and Inazuma is the city of eternity.
There you are.
Let the show begin.
Dodge this. Disappear.
Let me amuse myself a little.
Yes, amuse yourself.
Don't get frostbite.
I seriously don't like having to fight my own people. This is really messed up. Fight that Beast Order. At this point, I know that they definitely are people from where I used to live. Just mostly just messed up that I have to fight them.
With the wind.
But then again, there could be a possibility that my sister has been lied
I'll
to,
keep this
and the
close.
Beast Order isn't who they say they are. That could be, but who knows? Yeah, who knows? Cool.
I shall protect the lady of the clan.
Let me guess, you were told I was coming. That's why you let me in.
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh?
It's hard to talk to Jade Chamber.
Paimon kinda expected it to be snazzier.
It's hard to talk to Don Winery.
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guests. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
Is this the Shirazage Himegimi you keep going on about? So,
Yes,
where's she
Shirazaki
at?
Himegimi.
Oh,
Excuse
behind
me.
the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests. Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if this is an unwelcome surprise.
This is slightly anticlimactic.
Makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Yeah.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long
I
and
hate when
wearisome
people are
journey
like
over
this,
the
but they have
sea.
to hide themselves. They know
I
what to
have
talk.
awaited your arrival with great anticipation. And Toma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times. At present in
Indeed.
Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot. Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the performance of our duties. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can...
I'm just here to meet the Riding Shogun. I do not command star refilling.
Oh,
See, milady, it's just like I said.
We're going
This
to
will take us nowhere.
no, please! Wait! Please, don't go!
Not that I don't want to help you rebel, it's just that I never came here to help anyone rebel. And by the fact that you people are from the same people of these archons, which in fact could have been the reason why my people have long gone because of a war.
I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition.
Oi.
You must fulfill 3 small wishes on my behalf.
Alright.
Your wishes.
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
This is well. This is the story.
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt Decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world. Does Paimon got that right?
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. I will await your return here.
I'll do it. Do it.
Then you have my gratitude.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Almost get to level 36. I may rank 36. I'm only rank 34 though. For quite a nation, it's really small to be honest. Hey you.
Let's see. Where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden, after all these years?
Precisely. It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we urge you to reconsider.
must be the guy Ayaka told us about. Let's go over and see.
All right. So, so why the change?
If you want my opinion, something to do with the Vision Hunt decree. It's clear that Tejima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a completely different person. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, and then out of the blue, he announced that he was going to leave and become a wanderer. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do. But equally, it doesn't feel right to let him leave when he's in this state. He's a lost soul.
The vision is
Looks like
one's
he's
determination.
a well-respected guy around here.
Excuse me.
Ah, you must also be here to try and convince Tejima to stay.
What happened?
Tejima has protected this place ever since he arrived here 30 years ago. Keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving quarrels between the villagers. He has put an enormous amount of work into looking after this place, and we all think the world of him. But now, all of a sudden, he says he plans to leave us. We can't help but wonder, was it something we did? We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we
There's
want
nothing
is for
to do
him
with
to
you.
stay.
Oh, Tejima.
You must be Tejima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay.
You've lived here for a long time.
True, but that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like a slice of my memory is gone. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought, what's to stop me from moving around instead? The emptiness inside me will be there either way.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't need to leave anymore, right? But if you can't remember anything, it's not gonna be easy. Oh, maybe if you just try a little harder to remember, then it'll all come flooding back?
It's not that
that
easy.
reminds me. Last time I brought Tejima some fruit, I do believe I saw him writing in a diary.
I keep a diary? If you say so. I honestly can't seem to remember.
Oh, yes, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note of a few interesting things. Things which would prove very important at a later date.
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving, we just need to find his diary. It must be around here somewhere. Let's take a look.
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We should head back to the village to inform the others of Tejima's situation.
Y'all really don't give a damn if I'm an outsider. Oh. Well, I'll continue this soon, but I want to do Jean.
This looks like Teijima's
Never mind.
diary, alright. Let's see what we have here. Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dry braised salted fish. I messed
Ooh.
up and burned mine a little, so
Ha.
I had to pretend that it was black snakehead instead. Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him out, he told me that his best friend Bamboo was still in the water. I searched the water the whole afternoon before finding out that Bamboo was the name of his pet crab. I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could. I soon realized I was never going to get it back, so I just found somewhere to sit and watch as it flew away into the distance. Seems like your average diary of daily village life. Huh? Wait, there's more! I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The Omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still my most treasured possession. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. Time to pay a visit to the shrine.
Alright, you then. Well, we'll be doing that soon. No, I want to do this. Hell yeah! Hey, Seta!
It's you! Over here! Over here!
Yeah.
It's Sarah from the Good Hunter.
Oh,
Hey,
finally, I caught you.
Is something wrong, Seta? I already ate.
I have something I'd like the Knights of Favonius to do for me, and I want you
Really?
to pass on my request to the acting Grand Master.
Oh, so it's Jean you were really hoping to see.
You are close with her.
We're like peas in a pod.
Really? It must be a good feeling knowing Jean's got your back.
Anyway,
Yeah.
what was it you wanted us to tell Jean?
Oh, yes. I must apologize for being unable to visit the Knights in person, but the restaurant has been so busy lately. Unfortunately, it's right in this busy season that the route between here and Springvale, which is used for the delivery of our ingredients, seems to have been occupied by the Hilichurls. The problem is that the suppliers in Springvale say that deliveries have nothing to do with them. They're just responsible for selling us the ingredients.
So you want the Knights to clear their roads. So you want someone to teach those hunters a lesson.
That would be great. Please, ask Master Jean to send a party to clear out the Hilichurls from the road to Springvale.
Sure.
Help at last. With Jean on the case, this will be solved in no time.
But like I won't tell her at all.
Seems
And I'll
like
do it
everyone
myself.
really trusts Jean.
Oh, I nearly forgot. Charles the bartender said he's been having some trouble too.
Huh?
Why don't you stop by and see him on the way?
Fine. In for a penny, in for a pound, just a Paimon way. But this is really stretching the definition of on the way, in my opinion.
Shut the hell up, Paimon. We help people. We don't decline requests.
The Vision Hunt. Something
I have to start some people know the Vision Hunt tree from Inazuma.
What do you think this is, kiddo? A fruit juice store?
Shut the hell up.
How rude! Especially since we're here to help!
Help? Oh, yes. You're the acting Grandmaster's new hotshot helper, aren't you?
Excuse me?
That's one way of putting it, but...
Great. Tell Jean I need my quarterly tax return forms then. It's time to get Elzer on to doing the accounts again. I must say, though, the tax rate on alcohol in Mondstadt is pretty steep.
You really need to get you involved with stuff like this? And yet, the Dawn Winery is somehow so very rich.
Acting Grandmaster Jean personally goes over all the accounts. After all, the wine industry is Mondstadt's main source of income.
Really?
Jean takes great pains to make sure no detail is overlooked.
Paimon never knew that. Jean's job is even harder than it seems.
The acting Grandmaster's hard work indeed makes our lives a whole lot easier. We're certainly very lucky, but to put it bluntly, we just take it for granted that that's the norm now.
Wow. How do you sleep at night knowing how much pressure you put Jean under?
Yeah.
When you put it like that, I do feel quite ashamed. I suppose I should give her one on the house next time she's here. Although, I doubt the acting Grandmaster even has the time to spare for that.
Sounds like a poor excuse to deny Jean a free drink. Come on, let's go and see Jean.
Okay, at that point, you could just shut the hell up, Paimon. Yeah, attack him for, you know, how much work they put on to Jean. But also, don't make it sound like that they're being stupidly wrong. No. I'm not getting the right words out. Don't like that they're just doing the wrong things to pay her back or whatever. Still haven't found the right word. You know what I mean. Hey Jean, we're busting open.
Hey, you two!
Margaret?
Margaret? What are you doing here?
My cat's gone missing. Have you seen it?
You mean Diana?
No, not her. I imagine Diona's probably still in the tavern. I mean, little Princey. Prince was just home, now he's gone.
What?
Did you seriously think Diona was a house cat?
This is a bit worrying. What if
Well-
Prince can't find his way home?
I would love to help, but I guess we can have a look.
Nah, you're always such a big softie.
Shut the hell up,
Aren't
Paimon.
we in the middle of something? Sarah and Charles need our help urgently too. Let's go and see Jean first.
You're on the way to see Jean? What a coincidence.
Paimon thought you were looking for a cat.
Yes, I wanted to see if Jean could help look for my cat.
Seriously? You want Jean to help you
What?
look for your cat?
What's wrong with that?
It's so
She's a really
pathetically.
nice person.
It's a pathetic request. Just a solid line of everything. I feel like this is a classic case of good people finish last.
Please mention it to Jean from me. I'll treat you to a brew at Cat's Tail later.
Hey! Hey!
They're taking Jean so much for
Unbelievable.
granted.
Guess the case of Prince the Missing Cat is now added to the agenda for our meeting with Jean.
Yeah. This is absolutely stupid. I get it about like the about like cleaning out the road. I get it about like on the text documents, but finding a freaking cat! Like that's Adventure Guild stuff, not something that the leader of the Knights of Favonius should have to do. Yes, sure she's nice. No, you shouldn't constantly put so many measly tests onto her, because she could be doing lots of other important stuff.
Acting Grandmaster? Oh,
You're sick, aren't you?
Master Jean?
That's a Jean. Hey Jean, Jean. Oh, the Dandelion Knight herself.
Oh, it's our honorary knight. Sorry, I must have been daydreaming. How can I
Really?
assist?
Actually, it's not us who need your help. It's a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
I see. Well, thank you for your service to the people of Mondstadt.
You are sick.
I have made a note of these commissions in my files, and I will make arrangements accordingly.
Great!
No, you
We
will
didn't
not.
miss out on anyone's commissions, did we? Sarah's Hilly Churls,
She needs
Charles'
to
House
rest.
Return, Margaret's cat. Seems that's everything. We'll be on our way then, Jean. Jean, are you okay?
This is what Monster has done to their favorite captain of the Knights. Something's wrong with Jane, and you bring her to the cathedral in search of assistance.
How's Jean holding up? Is it serious?
Yeah, because it's the monster that's on civilians.
She'll be fine
They,
after a good old
thinking she can
rest.
do anything.
Thanks for bringing her here. She may have tried to keep soldiering on otherwise. It's not a surprise, though. She does have a lot to get through every day. Poor
It's
Jean.
ridiculous.
She's always been one to push herself too hard while overlooking her own needs.
Give us her task.
This
We'll
isn't
do
the first
them.
time something like this has happened.
She really has it tough, doesn't she, poor Jane? It's like, you really care about Jane.
Anyway, you're an honorary knight, aren't you?
Yeah.
While the master is down, the knights should share her burden, no? That's a very good point, but shouldn't one of the fully qualified knights do that?
Shut up! I am
Jean
fully
has so much to
qualified.
do. An extra pair of hands can't hurt. You should go and check in at the headquarters. Jean will be fine with just me here. Paimon feels like she's trying to get rid of us. Why is that? Nothing. We'll leave you to it. Come on, let's go. I already told you. I can take care of Jean on my own. Please help Jean out by completing her tasks.
I was gonna do them. I was gonna suggest to do them for her, anyways. I will scold every civilian in Mondstadt for doing this to her. She should not have to be doing all this stuff for Mondstadt. I will even write out on the tax document. Even though I never done that before, I'll figure it out.
Oh, it's Kaya!
I've been waiting for you.
Oh, would you look at that?
I have been informed about Jean falling ill. On behalf of all of the Knights of Favonius, allow me to express my sincere gratitude for your assistance.
I'm a literal knight, yeah,
Right.
imbecile.
This isn't the Kaya Paimon knows.
Well, the circumstances warrant it. This is the acting Grand Master herself we're talking about. Now, in addition to that thank you message, there was one other thing.
Is this the part where you give us, you have a job
It's
for
like
us.
you read my mind. We have quite a connection, don't you think?
What?
Things like helping to fill in for Jean.
Right. Although the commissions you reported to Jean have already been handed off to someone else, I am concerned that they will not be handled with due care without Jean's personal touch. So I am hoping that you can help out where you see fit.
I
Yeah, I
will feel
know.
much more at ease knowing that the honorary knight is personally overseeing these cases.
You can flatter us all you want, but answer me this. Why don't you do it?
Shut up,
Oh,
Paimon.
I have far more important matters to attend to. There are so many things to prepare.
That sounded a bit
then.
off.
So it's Sarah, Charles, and Margaret's stuff you want us to help with,
Hmm.
right?
I'm back. Welcome back, dude.
Those are the ones. I appreciate the help.
It's
See-
all good. Venti?
So, yours is the cat that went missing.
Venti! Have you come to help?
Me here to help you? Why, on the contrary, it is I who needs the helping.
But
What?
Paimon just saw you talking to Margaret about Prince.
What?
Aha! So,
Why?
Prince is the name of the feline fiend who thieved my spare astral iron strings.
What?
Though it gladdens my heart to see that the free-spirited ethos of
Uh.
Mondstadt is alive and well in creatures great and small.
I did a lot of
Still,
commissions.
it's a bit audacious.
Prince is
I went to
a
the person I need
mischievous
to go
little
to
rascal,
in
all right.
Inizuma. I had to help out 3 people in Inizuma before getting to see the Lightning Shogun. And right now, since I've activated a side quest with 3 keys, I'm gonna help out Jean with her task since she's fallen ill. Spoken just like a parent who chooses to spoil their
Indeed.
practical.
Just like Barbados.
Yes, quite. Now, let's see about getting ourselves an audience with His Little Highness Prince Rascal of Mondstadt. I have a performance tonight, and without my spare strings, I shall have to disappoint my audience.
What would a kitty cat want with lyre strings anyway?
Everyone knows cats go crazy for a ball of string.
What?
You mean yarn?
These lyre strings are made of astral iron, which contains animo energy. That makes them extremely durable, so I normally just roll them up in a ball.
Wait, how is that even okay for a cat to touch then?
That's a trick of the trade from a traveling bard.
The strings contain animo energy? That'll help us. It's time for you to use your elemental sight again. I'm unsure there must be some elemental footprints or something.
Thank you all. Prince should be somewhere around the marketplace. It's a black cat you're looking for. Take this fish. It's Little Prince's favorite food. Maybe it'll help you find him.
I get to feed a little floofball? Even better.
Today's recommendation is
Wow, Prince has very keen senses. It didn't take much to scare him off. See if you can approach him crouching from behind. That way your footsteps will be quieter. It must be difficult not being able to float.
Shut the hell up.
Anxious to find Prince. Why not coax him to you with some fish? Kitty cats do love eating fish. If you run out of fish,
Bruh. Oh. Huh? Uh, so.
Prince should be somewhere around the marketplace. Prince should be somewhere around the marketplace.
Yeah, I know that. What?
His senses are keener than we thought. He can't have gone far, though. Why not track him with your elemental sight? Next time, try creeping up from
You
behind.
shut
Quietly.
the hell up, Paimon.
Or, if you're feeling patient, use some fish as bait and catch him off guard.
Dandelions? Of course they're flowers.
It's Mondstadt. What could happen?
Moon pie. That's what I'll make tonight. Dandelions? Of course they're
Just
flowers.
one more.
Take the freaking bait. I wasn't gonna wait for that. Focus stream on the brightest cool. How you doing?
Jules from Liyue.
One spicy dish.
Hi, Margaret.
Prince! Where did you go running off to? Oh, thank goodness you're
It's a
safe.
floofy kitten.
We definitely had our work cut out for us looking for him.
Oh, Princey, how could you leave me like that?
Looks like those
I broke
two
my arm
can
fall for the
find
third time.
themselves.
Oh, jeez.
And here are your astral iron strings, Venti.
You found them! Wonderful! I was not optimistic they would turn up. I dare say that a private performance played using these very same strings would not be an excessive way to show my gratitude.
What?
Apologies. At this distance, my cat allergy seems to be rearing its head.
How does a
Oh,
god have a
I
cat
guess you
allergy?
didn't go looking for your strings by yourself?
Anyway, thanks for the help. I'll be going now.
Bruh. You're a bro moment.
One spicy dish.
Hello, Lisa. Long time no see.
Lisa, are you here about the tax return?
Oh, hello, darling. You're quite right. After I heard about poor Jean, I thought I might lend a hand with some of her more literary duties.
Cool. Well, if we're no longer needed here, we'll be on our way.
Wait a moment. Actually, Charles here was wondering...
Please, allow me, ma'am. I just took a rather important order. But unfortunately, we've run completely dry, and the delivery from the winery is behind schedule. If it's not too much trouble, could you go and do something about this logistical nuisance?
Okay.
What's so urgent about this order?
It came in at the last minute. Literally just a few seconds ago.
Really?
Exactly. Hence the urgency.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. Hello, Ernest.
So this is where Charles's delivery disappeared to.
Have you come to rescue me? I've been waiting long enough.
Yeah?
And all the time I've been working at the winery, this is the first time I've been robbed by hilly churls.
What?
If you'd taken any longer, I don't know what I would have done.
Fear not! My friend here is a hilly churl exterminator extraordinaire!
Dude, you can say
Well,
that.
Then please escort this transporter to the end of the road. And be careful with it. Just beating up the hilly churls is not the aim here. You'd better make sure the goods stay intact because I certainly don't have the Mora to replace them. I'll be waiting up ahead.
I'll protect you.
Disappear! Windblade!
Let the show begin.
dance!
Freeze!
Oz, reveal thyself! Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Yeah.
Thank you, my friend. I thought I was in deep trouble this time.
You're welcome.
It's a good thing you showed up. I'll put in a good word for you with the gentleman at the winery.
Okay.
Rot if I don't deal with him in time.
Huh? Oh, it's Amber.
Got it. I'll set off right away.
Amber, are you here to help out with Jean's commission?
Oh, hi. Yeah, I was just getting ready. Who better than an outrider to mop up some hilly trails on the delivery route?
Oh.
Sarah, what are you still stressing about? I'm an outrider, and I won't disappoint.
You misunderstand me. I don't doubt your abilities. I'm just overwhelmed at the number of orders piling up in front of me. Another bizarre order came in just now. It's like they're hosting a banquet or something.
Anything we can help with? I can help with it.
Really? You don't mind helping?
Yeah, it's all good.
That would be wonderful. You really are the good hunter's guardian angel.
Yeah, well, those hilly trails are going to be a handful, too.
Well, why don't you take this order? Start by getting the ingredients.
Are you sure he can be trusted? It might end up tasting a bit funky.
Oh, shut the hell up,
We're
Paimon.
well past the point of aiming for perfection. This is now a fight to save the good hunter's business.
A fight?
So, like, this is that I don't know on that you are
3
taking.
sweet flowers and 3 fowls.
I don't know that you're
Go and get
thinking
ready.
about a
You
cow.
too, Amber. I'll be waiting here.
What do you mean by that?
Yes, right.
Have you brought me 3 sweet flowers and 3...
You already have those.
Yep, that's everything. Now, order number 7 is for 1 sweet madame.
And so begins the story of us becoming basic kitchen hands.
You did say you'd help Good Hunter out. Be sure to serve it while it's hot. Any news on that sweet madame? One sweet madame received. This smells absolutely divine. This is nothing less than what I would expect from a head chef, never mind a sous chef. Since you cook so well, you might as well take this sticky honey roast next.
Sticky honey roast? Paimon's sure she's heard Amber and Kaya mention this one before.
That's right, a mainstay of the Good Hunter menu. It's my pride and joy. The knights order it almost every time they come here for a gathering. Let me teach you the recipe for a sticky honey roast.
Wait, didn't you say it's your pride and joy? You're going to teach us how to make it? Just like that?
With your cooking skills, I don't think you will be doing a disservice to the Good Hunter brand. As soon as that sticky honey roast is ready, please bring it here. I'm still waiting on one sticky honey roast.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
Okay. So sticky honey roast. Kate, universal, crispy. Huh? Oh, I need sugar. $2 minutes. Damn. Also, what do you I guess I'll ask him, what do you mean by that? Brightest full. Oh. Look at that, I catch you Sunday again. Nice. Nice. So I need some more of these and some more of those. What about this? Send. Oh, okay. It plays. I do have Java. Like I have both Bedrock and Java on Minecraft. If you're talking about that.
Saya seems to have a lot on her mind. Paimon can't understand why she'd have so many worries.
I guess this is what they call growing pains.
Paimon can't relate to that. After all, it's not Paimonly to worry too much.
Bad news! We're almost out of Mora! I guess we'll have to tighten the purse strings for the next few days.
What? No!
See? You're not as carefree as you thought.
Oh, how could you break Paimon like that? Those Oni Kabuto bugs look so scary. The patterns on their backs are terrifying.
Do you mean those demonic patterns? It's because they don't like to fight, so they purposely evolve their patterns in a way that scares their enemies away.
That's really smart. We should try to learn a thing or two from them. We could borrow Xiao's mask. If a Hilichurl saw you wearing it, do you think they'd run in fear?
I don't think Xiao would agree to that.
Yeah. How about we ask Sayu to steal his mask for us? She knows ninjutsu that allows her to vanish into thin air. She can steal it for sure. Problem solved. If we are afraid of Xiao evening the score with us, how about we steal Child's mask? We've kicked his butt many times before.
I don't think stealing other people's belongings is a good idea. Also, what if Sayu doesn't agree to all of this?
Then let's visit Albedo first. If Albedo can develop a growth serum for Sayu, she'll help us for sure.
Brilliant. Now we just need you to come up with a way to make Albedo help us.
Paimon's head is going to explode.
Who's Albedo again?
Let's stick to festival masks for now. Lavender melons sure are useful.
I can listen to these all.
In hot.
Actually, I should probably make a video on reading the back, reading the stories of the characters and also listening to their dialogue.
I wonder when I'll be as
So all I
tall as
need
my
to
big
is
sister.
use this year 50th. Huh. I think I should take my time soon to, upgrade some. Actually, I have like 4 different types of wings. Oh yeah. But you're so small. How strong are you then? Like, jeez. Oh, I need those. Okay. I don't know when I'll help my other characters ascend. Where's it? Sticky honey rolls. Okay. In your face, Paimon. I made that good.
I'm still waiting on one sticky honey.
Submit.
This is... Wow! Did you really cook this?
Yep.
This is quite simply astonishing.
Thank you very
were
much.
Born to be a head chef.
Oh, thanks.
On kitchen duty now?
Yes, thanks ever so much for your help. Amber should be able to take care of everything else.
Oi.
If you ever get tired of being an adventurer, there'll be a job waiting for you at Good Hunter if you want it.
Got it. Will do.
We're finally finished with the commissions we were doing for Jean. A day in the life of Jean really is hard work. Wonder how she's feeling now. Let's head to the cathedral and pay her a visit.
Yeah. I just think as soon as I get like on everything from the wish and all that, like all the characters from the wish, then I'll start streaming some more Minecraft again, or just stream my world. But that's on Bedrock though. It's been so long since I actually played Java. Huh? Hold.
Is this an answer
Wow.
from this world?
Heyo, it's me again.
Hi, Barbara. We're back.
What's up?
Welcome back. You must be exhausted.
How's
Jean has
Jean?
regained consciousness and should be back to her normal self soon enough.
That's great news. Let's go and see her.
But she just left the cathedral. I tried to tell her she needs more rest, but she wouldn't listen.
Off to go
She
see
tried to
Jean
act
then.
like she was fine and kept saying she wanted to get some fresh air. I bet you she's gone to Lady Vanessa's place again.
Where?
Oh, that huge tree at Windrise? That place is dedicated to Mondstadt's hero, Vanessa. Jean goes there whenever she feels lost and confused deep down inside.
I mean,
Barbara, that's
next to the
some
statue of the
personal
Seven.
stuff. How do you know so much about Jean's innermost thoughts?
Jean, mentioned it to me, you know, before she left.
Jean's
That's
still
what I'm
recovering,
worried
right?
about too. But I still have work to do here.
Don't worry, we'll take over nursing duty for now.
Great! That puts my mind at rest. May the Animal Archon protect you. And Jean.
Alright then. Hey, Jean. Don't lag, don't lag.
Lady Vanessa, I hope your watch over Mondstadt remains unclouded. I do not know if I, or the rest of the world, as you had hoped for, have become stronger. Huh?
Hi, Jean. Are you feeling better now?
Much better. I was not expecting you to come here. Thank you for your concern.
Are you sure? We saw you beneath the tree just now, leaning on your sword. It looked like you were struggling.
That was praying,
Are you
idiot.
sure you aren't pushing yourself too hard?
You can always rely on the other knights. You can always rely on us.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot to me. Hearing that boosts my spirits. But I must find a way to cope with minor setbacks like this on my own. Otherwise, how can I be the protector that Mondstadt needs me to be?
You don't have to force yourself to be
Protector
the
that
protector.
Vanessa was.
You truly revere Vanessa, huh?
I do. Vanessa was the first Grandmaster, a kind yet formidable woman. I have always hoped to follow in her footsteps. As the
Really?
Lion Fang Knight, she courageously overthrew the oppressive ruling aristocracy of her time. Then, she founded the Knights of Favonius and became known as the Dandelion Knight, spreading grace and compassion throughout the land.
Dandelion Knight? Isn't that your title?
Actually, all of the Knights of Favonius Masters throughout the ages have inherited the title of Dandelion Knight or Lion Fang Knight.
Really?
Oh, that makes sense now. You too want to be as gentle as the Dandelion Knight, and yet as fierce as the Lion Fang Knight.
Yes, I know it sounds like a huge honor inheriting both these titles from Vanessa, but I see it
Nice.
more as a huge responsibility. After all, it is a lot to live up to.
I could get used to the dandelion thing night. But the dandelion night suits you better.
Paimon thinks so too.
Huh?
Yeah?
Jean?
Who's there?
Abyss?
Caught red-handed. Finally, an opportunity comes to get rid of the master in a moment of weakness. And then you two show up and ruin everything.
How did they know about Jean's condition? Choosing this moment to strike is a low blow, even for this lot.
As long as my name is the Dandelion Knight, I swear I shall not be defeated by such despicable means.
Since this opportunity has slipped away, I shall now be
Stop!
You stay here.
Jean, you're still recovering.
You should go back and rest. You could be luring Jean into a trap.
No, I must go after him.
No.
Jean, you can't keep doing this to yourself. Why can't you trust us to handle it?
I do trust you, but to let an enemy get away like this would be a major dereliction of duty.
Fine.
It doesn't have to be your duty.
With you.
Thank you for your understanding. I will graciously accept your help.
Fine, you wanna play? What? What? Oh. So I should level up Kaya or something. Until I get like another ice person, I should level up Kaya. Ow. Jerk.
Are you hurt? Ugh, darn him and his traps.
How badly are you hurt? Oh, one of my own being injured because of me is the last thing I would wish for.
No, it's all good.
Let me handle this alone.
No.
No, you are in no state to handle this alone. We're coming too.
Okay, but before we move out, at least let me heal everyone with my dandelion breeze.
Thanks. You're amazing.
Hey, jerk! Knock it the hell off. God damn. Not bad, but I'm better. You sure about that? Huh. Oh. Darn it. Oh, yeah.
Looks like our fates are intertwined. To thank you pushed me this far.
Yeah, you might find those. Alright, yeah. Huh?
I'll protect us.
Yeah, I got a long penis time. Yeah,
Thanks to Barbara's help, my condition is better than I thought.
The main
Really?
thing is that you're safe.
Nice.
Now, isn't
True.
it time to get back to Mondstadt and rest, Acting Grandmaster?
Yeah.
Yes, I should at least go and thank Barbara again. I hope she's not upset with me.
I would be surprised if she wasn't. Excuse me.
Chocolate. Call it chocolate.
Finding someone to chat.
Master, you finally returned. The Animo Archon protects you.
Swan, were you waiting for me? Has something happened?
Yes, at the Angel's Share. Don't worry, it's nothing big, but...
We'll go. Genie survived.
Okay, I know I said it's nothing big, but... Alright, how can I put this? They just really need the Acting Grand Master.
Are you sure about that?
Well, if you say so, Swan, I will go. I should not let the other knights down. It's fine.
Let me
now
do
that
it.
I've had the chance to stretch my legs.
No. We're doing this. We're doing this.
Great. Thank you so much. You really saved me on this one.
For goodness sake, what is happening to the world? Swan used to be the most honest fellow. Now he's dumping things onto Jean.
Well, Swan was clearly agitated. Maybe it is an emergency after all. Let's go and see what this is all about, shall we?
Yes, we shall. And I didn't mean to read that. Bruh.
Oh, what's all this?
Swan, you liar!
Thank you, party, for you.
You missed on 2 or 10.
Thank you, party.
Jean, when we heard the news about your illness, we were all so worried about you.
We can only imagine how much pressure you must be under as acting Grand Master, and you do so much work all over Mondstadt.
So you are the ones who ordered all that
Since you
food.
so rarely take any time off, we take this chance to throw you a party. Enjoy yourself, Jean. After all, you'll never let us do this once you're back at work.
Swan!
Huh? Is this Jean when she's shy? I've never seen her like this.
It's easy to forget that outside of work, Jean is just a normal person, like anyone else.
This is just all such a surprise. Thank you, everyone. This really means so much to me.
Well, it's nothing compared to the amount of work you do for all of us, day in and day out.
But there are so many things I still need to do.
Fear not. We wanted to make sure you could relax and enjoy yourself. So while you were away, we all pitched in and finished off your work for you. Every last task.
Did you
Hey,
really?
that was my job.
Even the issue with the food deliveries?
It was no different from what we see on patrol. A couple of hilly churls. Didn't take much to get rid of them.
And the tax returns?
I'll go to the store, but
I
not
spent so much time doing library admin. A few more pieces of paper to deal with was really nothing to worry about.
Well, what about Margaret's missing cat?
I did that.
That rascally prince was apprehended by the brilliant honorary knight. And he also reclaimed my precious astral iron strings while he was at it.
You got it.
Enough already. No more thinking about work today. Enjoy yourself while you've got the chance.
It is my honor to work alongside you all. Praise be for the Animo Archon's guidance. Speaking of work,
yeah,
it must
Venti's
be
right
hard work
there
to put all this together. Where did you find the time?
Actually, our friend here was
Hey, that's
the chief
Dilu!
organizer behind all of this.
Me?
See all of this food and drink? He made sure it all arrived on time.
Oh,
Not only
yeah.
that, but he cooked each one of these beautiful dishes himself.
Yeah.
So relax already. There's no need to be so modest.
All those last minute orders, it was, this is
Of course, we
lost.
also have Master Diluc to thank for the venue.
Yo, what's up, dude?
You would be looking at quite an alarming bill right about now.
Despite my initial reluctance to sponsor a Knights of Favonius event in any way, I, like any other citizen of Mondstadt, owe Jean my gratitude for her hard work.
Oi.
Master Diluc,
All right. Jean's supposed to be taking it easy. Stop crowding her. Agreed. Now, let the party begin.
A spirited and cheerful party.
Everyone seems to be partying hard. Paimon thinks we should join in the fun. Let's go and mingle.
Hey, what?
Oh, wow.
Amber, you look like you're about to burst into tears. Whatever is the matter?
2 things. 1, this sweet madame. 2, this sticky honey roast. Did you make them?
You better believe it.
I refuse to believe it.
What?
Why did you suddenly learn to cook so well?
I'm about to show.
I'm going to finish eating this. And
Dear
then you're
God,
going to
how
tell
can
me
you
everything you know.
put
Don't
on
you
such
dare try
downer
and run
on?
off. Nom, nom, nom.
If you need me to cook your dish, I wouldn't mind too.
Oh, and Paimon thinks she saw Jean go upstairs by herself. Let's make sure the woman of the hour doesn't get left out.
Don't worry, I'll talk to everyone before her.
Ugh, my word. The Dawn Winery's wine is every bit as delectable as they say.
Interesting.
I would never be able to afford this normally. So, in the spirit of enjoying the moment while it lasts, another glass for the bard, please.
Venti can drink a frightening amount.
Wait, who's this bill going to?
Hello. I didn't see you there. I blame the wine for monopolizing my attention. Much like my ballads, it deserves to be enjoyed for generations to come. What is this floating sensation I feel? Have I discovered the true meaning of animal power?
That would be the drink talking.
I hereby declare that every son and daughter of the City of the Wind must be compelled to taste this finest of wines. Here's to good wine!
You aren't gonna give the Vision of Wind to everyone in Mondstadt, are you? What happened to the most determined and in the moment gets the power?
That's class number 37.
What's Diluc doing?
What?
I'm keeping count of this bard's alarming pace of progress through my life. Only the knights drink for free tonight. It seems he didn't get the message. When he sobers up, I will present him with the bill.
You're a meanie.
Hey, it's
I'm
okay.
joking, of course. I highly doubt he could afford it anyway, so I shall spare him the bill. But I must say, the sheer volume of alcohol this fellow can put back is just not normal.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Hey, Kaya.
Hey, having a good time?
Why'd you say I was the
The
organizer?
thing is, Jean knows all of us so well now. When someone organizes a surprise party for you, the closer you are to them, the more bashful you tend to feel about the whole thing. So instead, we just gave you all the credit. After all, You did do more than your fair share of the work anyway.
So you gave me the credit not to hide your own shyness.
Of course! This party was clearly Kaya's idea. Shy Kaya? This is gold.
You think so?
So you admit it?
I'm only indulging you since it's such a special day today.
Alrighty then.
This is quite a lot of excitement considering the idea was to relax and take it easy.
Think help you relax?
Is there anything without alcohol?
Hey, it's just like I would ask.
Oh, you know, I normally mix a few things together, but I always add some bright red.
Red? Let me guess. Tomatoes.
What?
No, watermelon.
Watermelon is in red.
Chilies.
That you know it is.
I add chili peppers.
Chili pepper?
Nice. That's interesting, not gonna lie.
Leaving the hustle and bustle of the banquet behind them, the two of them stood there,
Hey,
together,
bro,
in the quiet of the night, while the rest of the world melted away around them. Sounds
Wait, you
like
want me
the
to
sort of
put
thing
this
you'd
away?
find in a romantic novel, no? I'm not trying to get you to recite poetry to me or anything. I'm just saying, Jean went upstairs to the balcony. Alone. Now's your chance.
I see what you mean, Lisa. Look for it. Oh.
Oh, it is you.
There you are again. Are you having a good time?
Yes, I am just getting some air.
Uh-oh. It seems like something's bothering Jean.
I want to thank you again.
Actually, I knew something. I knew nothing about this the whole time either. I'm looking at more upbeat now.
It is good to be here together with everyone. It has lifted my spirits. And it has taught me something.
Here.
What's that?
I am definitely more of a Dandelion Knight than a Lion Fang Knight.
Yeah, just like
the
we
Lion
said.
Fang Knight represents Vanessa's past, a past in which she fought hard for Mondstadt. But it was the Dandelion Knight that represented her hopes for the future, a future belonging to the newly formed Knights of Favonius.
Jean, Vanessa will be so proud of you. Will be so proud of who you are.
I do believe that Vanessa watches over us, whether from high up above or from the wind all around us.
Let the wind lead.
Let the wind lead. The winds of freedom will guide us along the path that lies ahead. I hope you will continue to join us on that path.
Alrighty then. If anything, the only place I'm A-okay with is Mondstadt. Everywhere else could be like, I got my eye on you. You're part of the people who literally are part of the people who praise the Archons, the ones who destroyed my homeland. Like, how dare they?
Go ahead and pick up some new pieces for the show.
I wonder if I could do another quest for Jean. Yeah, I have to be level 30, rank 36. Excuse me. Shop. Alrighty then. Huh? I did not have any more of these. Interesting. Anyways, I'll have to go AFK for a bit in order to put some things away, because groceries. So yeah, I'll be AFK for a bit.
Alright? Yeah, your egg sandwiches are there. Go ahead and put them up. Yeah. Got some fries. I'll put it on your
I'm okay. I know I'm okay.
Something I never seen before. Give it a try. I'm trying it.
So one of the people on YouTube that I got into because someone another channel doing their videos is that this guy's doing the hunt control. So I keep on the comment of what's wrong with the hunt to deal with.
Hey again. Got through the lettuce. I'm not feeling good. Get around past that. Yeah, I don't know what's in the other one. Top thing. Make it go with that. Top and lettuce thing. Why didn't you put hand me my lunch? Why did I grab it from you? You put hand me my bag with lunch. So,
Alright, so now I'm back. I see. So that's basically the baseline. So yeah, there's no other.
Someone
Oh,
did a
except for
cheat
this
and got
base.
his cheese. Probably falls under Megan.
So I'm actually almost done with all the waypoints.
They put him in your bag. Bag.
So this is the Omamori Tejima wrote about.
I don't know.
Interesting. Looking at the color and the design, Paimon would have thought it belonged to a child. But anyway,
Bruh.
if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental energy remained on it. Do you think that it might come in handy? One day, I'll be as great
Oh.
as
What?
What?
Here we are! This seems to be somewhere that Tejima visited a lot.
Really?
The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe Tejima buried something precious here. Something that kept him in the village all these years? Must be something pretty amazing if it made him stick around for 30 years. Let's dig it up and take a look. It looks like a letter. The paper's gone yellow. Must have been written a really long time ago. Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again?
If we become separated during war, go wait for me in Konda Village. There'll be a safe home for us.
Huh. So the reason Tejima came here was to wait for someone.
Yeah, I guess so.
But he's been here for 30 years. Oh, guess they didn't show up in the end, huh? Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff back and take it from there.
Alrighty then.
Be like this all the time.
Hey, Tejima.
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I guess the Omamorian letter belonged to me too. But I have no memory of anything that's written in this diary. Still, it's clear that I was waiting for someone here, and that I chose to wait for 30 years. Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. Anything that I could share with her when we were finally reunited.
I knew it.
And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by so quickly. 30 years feels like the blink of an eye. How could I have forgotten something so important to me?
Good question.
Now that I think about it, when my vision was taken from me, it felt like I'd suddenly been hollowed out. Love, regret, everything I felt for her, it's all disappeared.
Does that mean you feel sad?
No, not especially. After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her face, her voice, the things we experienced together.
That's sad.
I barely recall any of it. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. As if all these years have been nothing but a hazy dream.
So do you still plan on leaving?
I think maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life for, I suppose I should carry on waiting. Although, what if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't remember so much as her name? Wouldn't that be upsetting for her? When I think about it like that,
how would you know when she
I do feel a slight tinge of sadness in my heart. How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? It's just
still
like
remember deep down in.
the feeling that something is missing. Thank you both for helping me reconnect with my reason for staying here. I shall remain here and keep waiting for her.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay, but still, it makes Paimon really sad.
You see a reason to feel sad is maybe the saddest thing of all.
Seems it's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. If you lose your vision, you lose all your hopes and dreams too. That certainly explains the state Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him, weren't we? Well, let's go find the next person.
I wonder if the guard.
According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
So you're the samurai.
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma. The ones actually enforcing the Vision Hunt decree. But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it.
Probably because they had a vision.
There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation.
How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this.
Emergency provisions, like emergency food.
Oh, huh? And who are you? One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
What?
How would you call me that? I don't even look like it.
We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself. I just know it. We'll starve without them.
Why would he do that, though?
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see what he has to say.
Yeah, no crud.
I'm not back there.
Why get the story from one side when you can get the story from all the sides?
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today? My own family can barely get by as it is. No, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to.
We heard that you lost your vision.
And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
That's horrible.
Strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt Decree. Why would you be unworthy of your vision?
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details.
Because they don't want to have a vision.
Things every month, but I don't recall what they were.
That's that one guy retaliating with the vision. She wanted all the visions.
I have this unsettling feeling, like someone owes me something.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such hard times right now. To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders, which is why I came here in the first place. I
could do that for
got
you.
held up by these two.
Hello,
if you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself. If there were any emergency provisions to be had, they would have found them.
He seems to be telling the truth. But we better confirm. Let's go round up those treasure hoarders and see what they have to say. We should be able to follow their tracks. They couldn't have gone too far.
Alrighty then.
Gotta be slow. I hope we got clean that line.
Oh. Go and stop the trailer from looting. Hello there.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the jackpot.
Bruh.
Besides that one house.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from.
Oh, you'll be taken down.
Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down in hoarder history.
What?
You demand, boss.
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson.
Exactly.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Another test zone.
Easy.
Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something.
You're
Not bad,
weak.
kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you.
We're gonna tell us on all you know about. Not likely. What has it you looted?
Kurosawa. Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck. I knew he shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with food supplies?
Food supplies? You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange-looking box, hopefully with valuables inside.
What?
I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we got back. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our freedom. What do you say?
You've got a deal. Now show us what's in the box.
Huh? What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs.
Yeah, a lot of them too.
Ha ha ha.
To be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We're talking tons of Mora here. We
How
better
much do I
talk
have to
to
pay?
this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross again.
Yes, of course. So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Jeez.
I'd be surprised if one needs more too.
Hello there.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something? Or perhaps there's something you want to inquire about?
About these violators.
So you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it? Perhaps you're here to pay off his debts.
Yeah.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Why not?
I'm just here to learn where they all came from. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly
Well,
to
go
purchase
find out.
large
Go ahead,
quantities
go
of
ahead.
foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Well,
if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning.
exactly.
So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency provisions at his own expense.
Yep.
No one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now. Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, I'm still not too clear myself. If you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself?
Fortunately, he doesn't remember.
I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
Sword? What sword?
He's a samurai, you idiot.
Didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. He's carried it for years now. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to sell. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even provide you with the answers you're looking for.
Come on, we have to
But
clear his debt,
before
though.
you go, if you would kindly settle today's bill.
But we didn't buy anything.
It doesn't matter, Paimon.
Information is also a kind of commodity, wouldn't you agree? Don't
But,
worry,
bruh.
I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential anyway. Oh, let me think. 2,000 mora should be a fair price.
Oh. Fair enough.
We now know where the emergency provisions are coming from. Plus,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
found out that
Oh,
Kurosawa has a priceless
oh,
sword in
three
his
of them.
possession.
What is?
Let's go talk to Kurosawa
All
again
these people,
and see
guys.
if he can remember anything.
Write it out. No. Oh, come on, man.
Alrighty then.
Right. Make me go.
Hey, yo.
What are you doing here all by yourself? Where did those other two go?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often.
No.
Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything I said was true, right?
Actually,
Well, didn't get my last
look at
guy.
your sword.
That just about sums it up.
Why?
It turns out that you
Ah,
really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Sorry.
Strange.
No, I'm
Is that
flopping.
really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember anything.
We will literally beat
Why
the
was I
Ryan
purchasing
Shogun
emergency
since we're
provisions
doing
for
this.
everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand. But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away,
Alright, everybody
I
pound.
could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so.
Yeah, that's right off.
The sword. If we
Go ahead. Go.
mind if we have
And
a
this
look.
sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door.
Death.
My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say? I can't seem to remember that either. It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was
I have to
taken
do
from
this
me.
one now, do you?
So many memories gone. Forever. No matter how hard I try to remember, All I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed.
Really?
Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands and said to me, "With this sword, you should."
And there you don't remember.
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize the words?
The words are virtue and justice.
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. And look how things ended up. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening me with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yet another troubled soul. When we get the chance, let's ask Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses. In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword.
There's no expecting that.
Yeah. Seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find this poor soul.
He's the only one close enough.
Also, what I just realized is that for every character that is a different element, for everyone around us, they literally just see my character, Aether, using all the elements instead of the characters themselves. So the characters themselves are just like if you want to have a different character to look at, while also using the element, and you know, like if you want to have like a church girl with water, a pirate guy with ice. I guess she's a princess with electricity. Or if you just want someone like me with flames. Hello there.
The person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Alright, then.
Don't worry, Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten
Understandable.
dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Hey there! Did something happen?
Who are you?
Whoa, I got it.
Don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
You wouldn't be able to draw your blade without us damaging you severely. We're here to become disciples.
Disciples?
That sounds weird.
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
Oh no, they're calling him possessed even though he just lost all kinds of memories because he lost his vision.
Here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert.
It's all good.
You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering.
I'm not
He's
going
not
back
able to
until I,
take on any new
until I can
disciples
call
for the
him
time
my
being.
sensei.
I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard.
Not really.
Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters,
Really?
never losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's being possessed by an evil spirit. So, we've asked the shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism.
You're idiots.
But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So,
you're all idiots.
losing your vision can cause possession?
No.
Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
It doesn't cause possession, so just freaking idiots. 1824.
Brad to the rescue. Could be good.
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei in one of his fits of madness. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, she heard him whispering a few names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away.
I'm down at 300.
It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew. Others
I was
we
going to
didn't
get the
recognize.
ticket.
But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past. One of them was Anzai.
Really?
He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago. And he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to subdue him. So the exorcism can finally continue. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his normal self very soon. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
I'm still not at full. I'm at 68. Ain't full yet.
That's how
I need 64.
That's him running off, isn't it? Well, I thought it was
Huh?
Here comes another guy.
Sneaking around.
Stay over there.
Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them.
No, you idiot. That might be him.
Right, there's a box flying out there.
Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up?
Alright, I'm finally ready after all the damn.
Definitely the right place. Let's look a little further up.
Yeah, give me a second.
Now they're gonna watch it up. Gonna get really crowded. Right, good point. Very good. El Toro is there. Yeah, my part.
Aha! Suspicious person sighted! That's gotta be him!
How did you catch up with me
Hey, about time
so
I got
quickly?
some.
Are you sure you're Dolmon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does. Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Oh, are you like a swordsman that he defeated?
You're the ones asking the questions here. First off, who are you? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts?
Yeah.
You sound like bad news, mister.
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day, long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon's senior.
His senior?
Oh.
Wait, that means you must be...
Anzai? Yes, that's me.
Why did you run?
Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same sword master, studying Make Yoshi Sui art together. I had been 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple.
Really?
Practitioners of Make Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world.
All right, look.
Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best sword master, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training, and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Make Yoshi Sui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest.
They're just jealous.
Everyone had high expectations from me.
You're envious.
Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Make Yoshi Sui art to perfection. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name he had long since forgotten. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself. Okay, you've heard my story.
You should get back now. The exorcism is probably finishing.
The
Seems
exorcism
like we
isn't
got
gonna
it
work.
wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the exorcism at all.
Yeah, you idiot.
Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
Alrighty then.
You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
You're an idiot. That's wrong.
Nanako, please. Try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost, for I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news! Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
He's not gonna recover till he gets his vision back.
Is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yai can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yai?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yai does not like to be kept waiting. I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Domon a full and speedy recovery.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow. Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Meikyo Shisui Art, will do our best to help you.
I'll gladly join you.
Sure! After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady Yai. We're curious to meet her too. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two about the Raiden Shogun from her.
Alrighty then. Of course. Really? No.
I leveled up.
What is this? What are these little houses for? Interesting.
Yeah, that's for an age. Normally, you know, I never. What are we doing next? Why?
I wonder if I'm actually taking a long way instead of a short way. I took the long way. I literally took the long way. I feel so stupid. I could have took a short way. I'll see what that short way looks like soon.
Do you think that's Lady Ai? Oh, no.
Yeah, I've seen her before in the
Junior is
wishes.
so excited. She has a really striking presence. Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now? It was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
Don't be so...
Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Yai, it must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But then does that mean he...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady
the
Yang, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly remain unagitated, of still mind in moments such as these?
Lady, I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the Swordmaster is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest Swordmaster in the world. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain
How do you
of
have
his
a vision
encounters,
still?
to focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor Sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father.
Boy, I was up there in the front
and
into him and
that's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Onsai? Where did he come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Well, only two guys.
Ansai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right, Joseph. My feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that, didn't you?
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days.
What? No.
I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you so effortlessly defeated me. So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into their custody. You are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I understand. I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Meikyo Shisui art. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free of agitation. But as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything I have learned in my life so far. This is my promise. And I humbly ask Anzai, my senior, to hold me to my word.
You can count on that.
Nice.
I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady Yai and then get yourself back home.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf. Guess that sort of solves this one, huh?
This seems as good as resolution as we can.
Traveler, a moment, please. Lady Yai has some words for you.
Really?
So, my intuition was correct. The
Hello
wind
there.
that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless,
What?
you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Ooh, Lady Yai seems to have taken a real interest in you.
I see.
She seems super mysterious. Paimon's so curious what she really meant by all that. We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato.
Indeed.
Protection of the Electro Archon. May
What?
the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom
I see. What's right there?
Hey, Fred just did 200 damage. awesome. They killed your guy. Killed Mormo too.
Well, I guess that's nothing.
Oh, there goes one.
That's definitely all along is my perspective. Boy.
Oh, Ayaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes?
Hello there.
Huh? Ayaka!
Huh?
Let's go see. Toma.
Yeah.
Hey, you're one of the girls from the wishes, so you do ice.
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face.
Finally, we can see you face to face.
I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Actually, we didn't really help at all. The damage done by losing a vision can't be completely undone.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them. Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Because now that you have done the three things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will
Really?
observe, I dispensed with the screen for Toma also.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
Oh.
I'm
Paimon,
done.
you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Go back.
Okay.
Okay then.
Alright then.
You seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright, we can be friends.
Alright then.
Thank you both kindly.
You.
Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions.
Yeah.
What are your feelings on what you have seen?
I hope they can one day be free from their torment. It seems to be fate worse than death.
Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential. Thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of the common people. But I believe that surely you understand what they must endure.
Six. 4.
It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your stance?
He does. I will help you fight the vision.
You will? Really?
Yeah. I honestly, for myself, even though they didn't really give me the options, I wasn't for sure about helping them. It seemed a bit of a stretch, but now I'm for certain. Since I actually know what's going on here. But you must keep the promise you made.
Naturally.
Alright, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
Huh?
See? I told you he wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust in the right person after all. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could move to the Komori Tea House? We ought not to involve other members of the Yashiro Commission.
Alright then. Misato, Ayok, and Toma take you once again to Komori Tea House. Alrighty then.
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
Alrighty then.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun.
Really?
The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access.
Oi.
Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Interesting.
Paimon gets it. Gotta keep a bit of mystery, right?
So this tea house
Once the
is
number
really
of
just a
ceremonial
headquarters.
affairs conducted in the city
A
began
secret
to
one.
decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted to come and go as they please.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask me?
Yeah. What kind of god is the Divine Shogun? Is no one else fighting the Vision Hunter Cree? Have you raised a formal objection to the Vision Hunter Cree?
The Almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions, most of them formal ceremonies. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, there was something else about her that struck me even more deeply. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of,
a dictator.
An executive official, I suppose. Focused exclusively on her single goal of implementing eternity, acting accordingly without feeling.
A dictator is a very way to say it. Is no one else fighting the Vision Hunter Cree?
The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt Decree is something that has no implications whatsoever. After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, it is not unknown for visions to spark jealousy in others. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt Decree is one of indifference.
How can they be like that? Paimon's getting mad.
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sango no Miya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance group. To say a little more about Sango no Miya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island due to their different belief systems. But I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement, beyond merely fighting the Vision Hunt Decree.
Have you raised a formal objection to the Vision Hunter Decree?
Of course. We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenshukaku, it is promptly vetoed by both the Tenryou Commission and the Kanjo Commission, and subsequently scrapped. They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the Shogun's decisions. They have no interest in discussing anything. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden decision to issue the Vision Hunt Decree.
I know further questions.
Ooh, Paimon has a question though.
Oh? What would you like to know, Paimon?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt Decree?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
What?
How are you gonna ask for our help
Do not
and not have
forget that
anything ready?
challenging the Vision Hunt Decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to terms with that is already a difficult step to take.
So what are we gonna do?
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being caused by this decree.